Hello, my name is Dr. Briege Rafferty, and I am an associate member of Las Casas Institute for Social Justice in Blackfriars Hall, the University of Oxford. Prior to commencing the Women Religious Project, which I'm involved in Las Casas, I worked as a nurse in various areas of healthcare for many years. I took early retirement and decided to return to education. I completed an undergraduate degree in English and history and decided to continue my studies and do a master's. And at the time, I had a lecturer, Diane Kirby, and I approached her for advice. And I asked, I want you to do something to do with gender, with women in the Troubles in Northern Ireland. And Diane said to me, Briege, do you know any nuns? And I said, I know loads of nuns. So I was educated by the Poor Clares, and I worked as a nurse alongside St. John of God sisters in their hospital in Uri. So she said, you know, there's nothing written on nuns. And I said, well, I'll do it. So that's really where this project started for me. So I didn't realize that women religious have been largely ignored in the vast historiography of the Northern Ireland Troubles and the Catholic Church and the operation of the Catholic Church during those times. So I duly commenced a master's in this subject. Diane and I were working alongside each other in a witness seminar project, which was bringing people of different faiths, women religious, Presbyterian ministers, lay people such as the late Baroness May Blood, and bringing them together and recording their experiences of life in Northern Ireland during the Troubles. So I completed my master's in this, and I titled my thesis, Sisters in the Troubles. And I was awarded my master's in 2016. And 2017, I commenced my PhD in Queen's University, Belfast. And this was leading on from the previous project. I interviewed an oral history methodology. I interviewed sisters from 11 religious institutes who were based in Northern Ireland during the Troubles. And I interviewed them and wanted to learn about the challenges they faced, and particularly in their ministries, in the areas of education, healthcare, pastoral ministry, and going into prisons, and importantly, on the pathway to peace and reconciliation. So my thesis title was entitled Caught in the Crossfire, Catholic Religious Sisters in Northern Ireland During the Troubles, 1968 to 2008. So once I had finished this, Diane and I had been still working together, and how I came about to Las Casas, well, I know Las Casas Institute is recognised for its promotion of academic research and debate, and it draws on the tradition of Catholic social thought and teaching and practice. And so I arrived in Blackfriars through the work of Dr. Maria Power, and Maria is a senior research fellow in Las Casas, and her academic focus has been in the role of religion in Northern Ireland on conflict and peace building, and how religions can play, the role that religions can play in amending violence and ethnic conflict. So Diane Kirby, my lecturer from all those years ago, Maria Power and I are collaborating in the Women Religious Project, which we launched in Las Casas Institute in October 2022. And this, we have recognised the significant contribution that women religious make to improving the lives of those who suffer during times of war. And so the work that we had commenced in Northern Ireland, we're now expanding and extending this project to recover the voices of sisters who have conducted challenging ministries in areas of conflict throughout the world. And these sisters are among those who played crucial roles in subverting and confronting conflict and in building peace, for instance, in Northern Ireland. So we recognise these sisters were part of public and collective expressions of suffering. They're connected to issues such as social justice, equality, interfaith dialogue, and peace and reconciliation. And despite risks to their personal safety, it was often their leadership which drew others together with a shared vision for peace and reconciliation. So we are currently interviewing and recording sisters from the Medical Missionaries of Mary community in their mother house in Drogheda, County Louth. And these women are trained in various areas of healthcare. We have doctors, physiotherapists, nurses, social carers, and they practiced and ministered in 14 countries throughout the world, including not local countries like Ireland and England, but also in Nigeria, Uganda, Brazil, the United States. These are wonderful women with fantastic histories to tell. We feel strongly in the Women Religious Project that these are important histories, that these testimonies will make unique contributions to the collective memory of the past, and they will restore women religious to their rightful place among the vast historiography of the global Catholic Church. Thank you.